Chapter 12 through 14, Basic. The drug ACT was the first drug that seemed effective in delaying the onset of AIDS. Evidence for ACT's effectiveness came from a large randomized comparative experiment. The subjects were 1,300 volunteers who were infected with HIV, the virus that causes AIDS but did not yet have AIDS. The study assigned 435 of the subjects at random to take 500 milligrams of ACT each day, and another 435 to take a placebo. The others were assigned a third experiment, a higher dose of ACT. We will compare only two groups. At the end of the study, 38 placebo subjects and 17 of the ACT subjects had developed AIDS. We want to test the claim that taking ACTs lowers the proportion of infected people who develop AIDS in a given period of time. So A says state the hypothesis and check that you can safely use the procedure. B says how significant is the evidence that ACT is effective. And C, the experiment was double-blinded. Explain what this means. So the P sub A is the proportion of people who got AIDS while taking ACT, and the P sub P is the proportion of people who got AIDS while taking the placebo. So our HO is P sub P is equal to P sub A, which there is no difference, and the HA is P sub P is greater than P sub A, which there the placebo shows a greater difference. So we would take the N multiplied by the P sub A, which has to be greater than 10, and it is, and the N multiplied by Q sub A greater than 10, which it also is, and the N multiplied by P sub P is greater than 10, and N multiplied by Q sub P is greater than 10, which they both check out, so we can proceed. So you use the P hat of A minus the P hat of P divided by the square root of N P sub A multiplied the N Q sub A divided by 400 of the N of A plus the N of P, N multiplied by the Q of A of P multiplied the N P of P divided by the N of P. So you do 0.0391 multiplied by 0.078 multiplied by 0.0874 divided by the square root of 0.0391 multiplied by 0.9609 divided by 435 plus 0.0874 multiplied by 0.9126 divided by 435. We would get the p-value of 0.0017 and an alpha value of 0.05. Since our alpha value is 0.05, we would say that there is significant evidence that the ACT drug is effective since our alpha value is 0.05 and our p-value is 0.0017. And a double-blinded experiment occurs when neither the doctor or patient knows which treatment is being given. In this experiment, neither the doctor or patient knew whether a person was receiving a placebo or not.